So I would say phase one, we were seeing typically around 3,000 GPUs. Same customers now, same neo clouds now building more clusters. Now we see building larger clusters, 10,000 GPUs, 20,000 GPUs. That's this year, and we like these customers. They share their plans with us, right? So we're seeing 60,000 to 100,000 GPU clusters planned for next year. For a cluster that size, you place your order this year, so you can secure hardware for 2027 next year. So clusters are definitely growing in size, and networking complexity obviously growing too. And now in these larger clusters, we don't deploy just front end, back end, but we deploy something that we call quad plane. This is 4 times of backend, four times. So like just an example, we're building this 18,000 GPU cluster, which will have 4,600 servers and 2,200 switches. See the ratio between number of servers and switches, it's only 1 to 2.
Yeah, the numbers coming from an enterprise background. I've said this a couple of times. It's always wild for me to hear, the cloud scale type discussions when you start talking about clusters that are thousands of nodes, thousands of GPUs, and just those numbers start to kind of not warp, but melt my brain a little bit and trying to wrap my head around all of that. So it's kind of been a wild time coming from the enterprise side and looking in on this type of environment and kind of see the scale and growth. And I think and Scott, I think this is something that's near and dear to you and also to me is how that really ties in with automation and scaling automation at scale and speed.
So I can see the smoke coming off Ed's head, by the way.
Right.
So we're all, I turn up the AC in my room, but the noise would be prohibitive. So look, Alex, like how you can't do this level of complexity in networking and workload coordination without automation. How important was that for you at the start? Are you seeing the neo cloud growth amp that up? Like what's going on underneath the hood from an automation perspective for your neo cloud customers?
So look, what we do, we provide network automation software specifically designed for neo clouds, for AI cloud operators, right? With the functionality that is helping to manage multiple fabrics. Same single controller can manage your north-south front-end fabric, your east-west back-end fabrics, multiple fabrics, controller that kind of understands some intricacies of like running RoCE or running this quad plane, whether you're using hardware multiplane load balancing or software multiplane load balancing. We can dive into these things. Controller that's also managing your out-of-band management, because out-of-band itself is becoming massive. You would not think about out-of-band as like 600 switches in out-of-band alone, but it's even out-of-band is big.